Hey y'all, this is Elizabeth with Mad for Macrame, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this scallop trim on a tray. First off, you'll need a large wooden base. I'm using a 12-inch in diameter round base. We need a 9 and a 7mm crochet hook, some scissors, and a tapestry needle. For cord today, I'm using my brand of 5mm braided. This is 100% cotton, and it's made from recycled cotton, just like our other favorite brand. But this cord is a little bit stiffer in texture, so it really allows a basket or a tray to hold its shape. The best part is if you'll look on top, you'll see the end piece, and this is a center pull roll. So you can work directly off the roll, no more tangles, no more knots, and it keeps your cord nice and organized as you work. For round 1, we're going to use our starting tail to close all the rounds on this tray. So I'm going to leave it about 30, maybe 36 inches long. I would rather have too much or too long of a starting tail than not enough. So I would at least use about 30 inches. And with that piece of cord, create a loop. We're going to start off with our 7mm hook. That just allows us a little more room when we're working around this wooden base, and it fits nicer. So insert your hook in any hole on the base, add the loop to your hook, and pull it through. Make sure you don't get your tail and your working cord mixed up. I like to put my tail on the right side and my working cord on the left because I'm right-handed. Whatever you choose to do is fine, just make sure you don't get them mixed up. For this first round, we're going to make slip stitches. So in the next hole, insert your hook and yarn over. So you want to take the cord over the top of the hook, and then grab that cord, pull that loop through the hole. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, and then pull that loop through the one that was originally on your hook. So again, you insert in the next hole, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through the one on your hook. I like to make sure that all my V's or all of my loops are about the same size. These slip stitches aren't really necessary, but they do hide the space around the holes on the bottom. You want to make 1 slip stitch in each hole around the base, and I'll meet you back on this very last hole and show you how to use that starting tail. On this last hole, instead of using our working cord, we're actually going to grab that tail, and we're going to make this last slip stitch with that tail. So when you insert your hook in the last hole, on the back, make sure that you hold that working cord down with your finger so it doesn't pull through. It just makes it a little easier. So you insert your hook, and then I like to just grab the tail. I put the tail or that piece of cord underneath my hook and just pull it through the hole. Now pull that cord through the loop on your hook, continuing to pull it all the way through. To close this round, we're going to use the tail to create a fake stitch or an invisible close. So underneath this first slip stitch that we made, you want to insert your hook underneath and then pull that tail through. We're just creating another V. So the cord needs to go through the center of that last slip stitch that we made. So right through the center of this V. I like to flip the base over, and on the back side, you want to insert your hook to the center of that V, so you'll insert in the hole right in front of where your working cord is coming out. So here's our working cord, and this is the next hole to the right. That'll bring it right through the center of that last V. and pull that tail through. To begin round 2, you want to find where that starting tail is coming out on the back side, and it's coming out of this hole here. This is the hole and the stitch where we want to begin. So on the other side where we created those slip stitches, you want to insert your hook behind that slip stitch directly in the hole where that tail is coming out. Grab your working cord, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And we're going to chain 1 just to lock this in place. So take the working cord, yarn over, and pull through. For this round, we're going to create single crochets, and we're going to insert our hook behind the slip stitches. So in the next hole, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through both of those loops. That's a single crochet. Again, you want to insert your hook behind the next slip stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both. I like to leave my tension a bit looser on these first couple rounds because we are using this smaller hook. You'll place 1 single crochet in each hole around the base. I'll finish that up and I'll meet you back on that last hole and show you how we use that starting tail to finish off the round. On this last stitch, we're actually going to finish the stitch using the starting tail, but for now, just insert your hook in the hole, yarn over and pull up a loop with your working cord, just like normal. But before you yarn over, you want to switch and grab that tail. We're going to yarn over with that starting tail and then continue pulling that tail all the way through. On the back side, I like to hold my working cord down with my finger just to make sure that I can keep my tension a little tighter. So yarn over, pull that tail through, continuing to pull it all the way through. To close the round, we're going to make another fake stitch. So insert your hook underneath this first horizontal V that we made and pull that tail through. Now the cord needs to go through the center of that last horizontal V. So right here, flip your base over, and on the back side, we're actually going to insert our hook underneath these 2 little back loops here. You want to make sure that your hook goes underneath this little back loop on the back side, and that will bring it through the center of that V. And pull the tail through. After round 2, I wanted to show you that we have 2 sets of V's. We have these V's that are horizontal that run around the edge of our basket, but we also have our vertical V's. Underneath those horizontal V's, you'll see these 2 pieces of cord coming out. So here is one of the vertical V's. Here's the next one, and the next. We're going to start working in these vertical V's. To begin round 3, you want to find where that starting tail is coming out. So it's coming out of this stitch right here. And back to the bottom side, we want to insert our hook through the center of that vertical V in the same stitch where that tail's coming out. So you can see right here, our starting tail is coming out of the center of that stitch. We're going to pull up a loop and then chain 1 just to get started. For this round, we're going to still make single crochets, but they're called waistcoat stitches because we're going to insert our hook through the center of the vertical V. So in the next V, insert your hook. Make sure that your hook is through the center of that stitch. You'll see that there's a little back loop and then a piece of cord on either side of your hook. That's how you know you're in the center. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both. It's basically a single crochet. You're just inserting your hook through the center of that vertical V. You're going to place 1 waistcoat stitch in each V around the base, and I'll meet you back on the last stitch and show you how we close the round with the tail again. I wanted to show you this spool of cord. I love this center pull. It's so nice to use. I haven't used one in a while and I haven't had any tangles or knots. It's just really convenient. Okay, I made it to my last waistcoat stitch. And we're going to start the stitch just like normal. So we're going to insert our hook and pull up a loop using our working cord. But before we yarn over, we're going to switch and grab our starting tail. So we're going to yarn over with that starting tail. Make sure you hold that working cord down in the back, yarn over and pull it through both loops. And then just continue to pull it all the way through. Now we're going to make another invisible close, just like we did on the previous round. You want to insert your hook underneath that first horizontal V and pull the tail through. To finish off that V, the tail needs to go through the center of the last horizontal V we made. So again, flip your base over to the back side. And make sure that you insert your hook underneath both of those little back loops. That will bring it to the center of that last V. And then pull that tail through. After round 3, you can see that those sides start to turn up. You actually want to push them down. Your slip stitches are always on the bottom, and you want to be able to see your V's on the outside. For round 4, we're going to do the same thing we did on the previous round. I did switch to my 9mm hook, and we're going to begin where that starting tail is coming out on the inside of that stitch. We're going to pull up a loop and chain 1, and we're still using those vertical V's on the side. So yarn over and pull through. Again, we're going to make another round of waistcoat stitches just like before. So in the next V, we're going to insert our hook and then make a single crochet. I'm in the center of that stitch, so now I can yarn over, pull up a loop. We have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, and pull through both. I'm going to finish up this round, and I'm going to close with the tail just like we did before, and I'll meet you back for the scallop trim. I'm making a tray, so this is about the height I'm looking for. Now we're ready to start that scallop trim. We're going to use our top V's and our side V's. To begin, we're going to start off with a slip stitch. You want to find that top V where your tail is sticking out of that stitch. So insert your hook underneath that V, and you can see directly below is that tail. It's coming out of the center of that stitch. Grab your working cord yarn over and pull up a loop. And to make the slip stitch, you want to insert your hook in the next top V, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through the one on your hook. That's our first slip stitch. To continue, we're going to make double crochet stitches in the side V's. So we're going to skip the next V and place 2 double crochet here and 2 double crochet here. To do a double crochet, you want to yarn over and then insert your hook. Pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2 again. Going back in that same stitch in that same side V, we're going to make another double crochet. So yarn over and insert your hook. Pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Without skipping, in the very next side V, make 2 more double crochet. After you make those 2 double crochet, we need to tighten this arched part down. So we're going to make another slip stitch. And with the slip stitches, we use our top V's. We're going to skip the closest one. So this one, we're skipping this one, and we're making a slip stitch in the next. Pull up a loop and then pull that through the one on your hook. This is our first scallop piece. You're just going to repeat those steps. So let's do it again. We made our slip stitch. So we're going to skip this side V and we're going to place 2 double crochet in the next. We yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop. I like to stretch that loop up a bit. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Back in the same stitch, another double crochet. In the next side V, 2 more double crochet. Now to tighten this down, we're going to make a slip stitch. So we skip one top V and move to the next and make that stitch. Let's try a different angle so you can see all the steps more clearly. We just finished up a slip stitch. So we're going to skip a side V and then place 2 double crochet. We're going to yarn over and insert our hook. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2 again. In the same stitch, make another. without skipping in the next side V, 2 more double crochet. Now for the slip stitch. We use the top V's, we skip the one closest to our work and move to the next. I want to show you how to make a nice clean finish. I'm working my last double crochet in the round, and we're going to start the stitch just like normal. Yarn over and insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. But before we yarn over and pull through 2 again, you want to switch and grab your starting tail. We're actually going to finish this stitch with the tail. So yarn over and pull through 2 using that tail, continuing to pull that tail all the way through. We need to make that last slip stitch just to tighten this scalloped piece down. We're going to use our tapestry needle to do that. We're going to make a fake stitch underneath this first slip stitch that we created. So insert your needle underneath that V, pulling that cord towards the inside of the basket. Now the cord needs to go through the center of the last stitch we made, that top V. Make sure to insert your needle underneath that second little back loop too. Now weave in the end and clip off any excess cord. Make sure to do the same with the working cord. Weave it in and clip off the excess. And our scallop trim is finished. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!